To say the faculty at Belcroft were uncooperative when first presented with Alastair's evidence would be an understatement. Shunned for his obsession with obscure folklore and laughed at for his insistence on a forgotten, hidden continent. Staff and friends alike mumbled pejoratives just out of earshot, suggesting an unbalanced mind, drawing comparisons to the infirmed at Silverwood Asylum. But the Yrevan manuscript could not be ignored. Though indecipherable, the illuminated volume hinted at lands and flora, somehow lost, suggesting a rich landscape ever so near but inaccessible to the uninitiated. As his critics grew more vocal, he grew ever more determined, reclusive and choleric, buying the artifacts he could and stealing what he could not to fuel his obsessive research. Obscure tablets in jade, strange figures carved in hardwoods unknown, and fragments of rotting vellum, in writing nearly identical, the Yrevan volume. But still, they would not believe. Everything changed when the first sightings were made. The seas themselves had suddenly shifted. Alien currents with strange fish had interrupted trade routes, and samples described in university articles gave at last incontrovertible evidence for Alastair's claims. Though gifted now with funding, celebrity and a clockwork steamer to make the voyage, his sleep became restless, haunted by whispers of fear and greed. On the sea, he grew thin, unable to eat, feeding instead on his growing delusions, disappearing from the shore camp on arrival, returning late that first night, wild-eyed, raving of ruins in the jungle, and of visions of a flaming caldera where all questions would be answered. The crew muttered. The ship's captain hid the guns and drum. The next morning, he was gone. It was a fortnight before reports reached the shore of great swaths of jungle, blackened and dead, with tales of a crow-beaked shadow bringing death in its wake.